welcome back to The Bookworms, buddy. I decided I wanted to do a favorites of the month video for each month. And what I'm going to do is choose my 5-star books for each month, and that those are going to be my favorites. And then I will put videos up the following month of the one that I'm choosing books for. So I'm hoping that I can always have 5-star rating books. If not, then maybe I'll drop it down to choosing a 4-star rating book. But for January, I did have a 5-star rating book, and that is what I'm going to showcase today for favorites of the month. Yay! Anyway, that book is A Time to Kill by John Grisham. And this is really kind of cool because this is the first time read for me, for John Grisham. Because John Grisham writes more about the courtroom and the lawyers and all that stuff. And I like the actual out in the field kind of books where they're solving the mystery. So I don't read books like this. This is why I've not read a John Grisham. But Susan told me that if I want to read John Grisham book, this is a good place to start. This was on the sales rack. I got it for $2. So I picked it up, and I actually really enjoyed it. Now, whether or not I will read a whole lot of John Grisham books, I don't know. But I did pick up Sycamore Row, which is book 2 to Time to Kill. And I will probably read that one. I'm not sure if I'll go any further, but in this book, you have this little girl who was beaten and she was raped and she was left for dead, and all she could remember was the vehicle and the two guys. They were white men, and they get found because they find their truck, and they get taken in for trial. Before the trial can actually happen, this little girl's dad shoots them in cold blood as they're leaving the courts. And now this lawyer is chosen by this father who is an African American, and there was a lot of issues with it. This was back in the 80s. There was a lot of issues with it because our lawyer is white and he is defending an African American, and it was a big deal. And that's what the story is about. I'm not going to tell you anything else in case you would like to read this, but it was really intense. It was really intense for me. So intense that I put the book down and I read another one and then went back to it because yeah, and it's very engaging, but it's intense, and it's, you know, it's kind of hard for me to just read straight through, so I took a break. And I found that it was very thought-provoking, and it's just written very well. John Grisham is very talented. As far as reading more, I don't know. Like I said, I will probably read this one. I don't know if I will read any more John Grisham books, just because simply courtroom stuff, it's not my favorite, we'll just say that. But this was fantastic. This was a 5-star read, and I hope that this one will be a 5-star read as well. This one I did not get on the sales rack. I was actually with Susan at the bookstore, and she told me the name of the book, and I picked it up just because it was the sequel, and I liked the first one. So we'll see how I like that one. So if you have read this book, or you have read this book, let me know in the comments below and we will talk about it. Thanks guys for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.